Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, it's the second day in Glen Rose for me. Actually I shot all this on the same day, but we got two videos out of it, and this was actually something that I saw that looked mildly interesting. I wasn't sure if it was going to be anything good at all. You know, the pictures looked kind of interesting, but wasn't sure what I was going to find, but it actually turned out to be really kind of cool. Check this out. Alright, here we are in Glen Rose. Kind of a beautiful little town. Alright, I've arrived at the location of the first thing we're going to look at, and I was noticing when I came in, check out that spider. You know how I kind of enjoy seeing big, unusual spiders. This is another one. That thing's a pretty big monster. Look at the colorings on him though. Cool, huh? I know some of you don't like spiders, but that's okay. You don't have to do anything with it, you just have to look at it. And I guess there's a hornet's nest in there. I just saw one fly in. But this is actually the first thing I'm here to look at. There isn't a whole lot about this on the internet. But what apparently this is an old 1920s speakeasy that was made out of petrified wood. And I guess this plot of land is for sale, but holy cow, look at this. This thing's beautiful. For those of you who don't know, petrified wood is basically ancient wood that has basically all of the natural fibers have been replaced by minerals. And so it's like a fossilized wood. Beautiful though. It'd be actually a shame if somebody tore this down. I noticed that the plot of land is for sale. It's just right out in the middle of nowhere. See a bunch of beer cans in there, so they're obviously still serving alcohol here. Don't want to get in here too much because you never know what kind of critters are living back there. Never know what you're going to find out in the middle of Texas, though, do you? Yeah, that's definitely stone. I think that's some form of quartz. I wonder if they found all this stuff locally here or if it was moved in here. Kind of wish I had like a pickaxe or something to pull some of this out, because I have this feeling that when the land is sold, someone's just going to demolish this. Let's go around the side and see what's over here. Wow. Look at that old chimney. Wonder if this was the entrance here, or just some storeroom in the back. to the other end where we were. We kind of came through there a few minutes ago. Obviously been abandoned for a while. The trees growing inside of it. Keep running through a spider web that's coming through here. This is twice I've hit that. Hope it's not one of those big yellow spiders like I saw at the front end here. Amazing, huh? Let's see what it looks like from the other side. Like I said, it'd be a real shame if somebody tore this down and didn't at least try and retrieve some of the stuff. Wild. Look at all the brickwork in there too. It's beautiful. See, I'm guessing at one point that this was like some drive-through here. That you probably could unload passengers here, and then maybe that was the main entrance. Because it looks like it's more decorated on this end. Probably there was like a roof over the top of it. Drive in here, unload your passengers, go in, have a few drinks, and enjoy your evening. Alright, so I hope you found that interesting. There were actually 4 things that I wanted to look at Glen Rose. You saw 2 of them. The dinosaur world, which we looked at in my last video, and the Petrified Speakeasy that you saw today. There was also something called Dinosaur Valley State Park that I wanted to go to, and in reality I got there and their option for paying by credit card was that you scanned an app on your cell phone and did the payment that way. Well, for some reason I couldn't get internet connection down there, so I was unable to do that. And honestly, I looked in when I was at the gate, and it just didn't look as impressive as Dinosaur World was, so I decided not to go to that. There was also kind of a fun little fossil shop that I was going to try and stop in, and I did actually stop in and see it, but there really wasn't enough there to make a video out of, so I decided just to stick with the 2 things that I did show you. I did kind of pick up a couple of fun souvenirs, and let me show you what those were. This is the first thing I picked up. This is some fossilized mosasaur teeth. Now, if you ever saw Jurassic World, that was the movie where the 2 kids went to Jurassic World and were hanging out in the park when everything went weird, when the Adonis Rex got out and started terrorizing everything. Well, the mosasaur was the thing that they had in the water that kind of came out and ate the great white shark off of the that was hanging on the pole. Well, this is actually teeth from a mosasaur, and I thought this was kind of cool, and so I picked those up, and I thought this would be a great addition to my collection. I'm kind of starting to get a little bit interested in fossils, so I thought this would be a fun addition. You know, you realize that when I went to the Inner Space Caverns about 1.5 years ago, I also picked up a trilobite, which has been part of my collection, but now I have a couple of mosasaur teeth too, and I thought that was kind of fun. And this is the other thing I picked up. This is something I picked up at that fossil shop. This kind of caught my attention. It's a little chunk of meteorite. It's an iron meteorite that supposedly fell to Earth sometime in the 1500s. They're not exactly sure, but this was a little piece of something that was found in about 1988, and I've never owned a piece of a meteorite, so I thought that was kind of fun. But you know, nice kind of little piece of iron that came from, who knows, another planet or another star. You know, how many people have a piece of meteorite, right? So I thought that was kind of a fun addition to my collection, and I picked that up. So just wanted to show you those things. So that kind of concludes my trip to Glen Rose, Texas. That was kind of a fun place. I'll have to go check that out again. There were maybe some other things that I might have to check out there at some point. But I'm trying to get out there and find a little bit more about what's going on in Texas, some of the interesting things that happen here. And I thought that was kind of interesting. I had a good time doing that, and I hope you had a good time watching. So thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.